Hello, lovelies. It is Thursday, and we are here for Thursday Live. We have a lot of fun stuff that we're going to make today. I'm so glad you could be here. We had a really exciting weekend last weekend. We had sidewalk days, and I was in front of where I'm going to have my new studio. I'm so excited about that. So for all of you that are local in Adams, Wisconsin, and in the surrounding area, we're going to be having some in-person classes. We're going to have a lot of room, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Our in-person classes will be starting in September, so sign up for my email list. I do have the link above where you can sign up to check out all my new classes. I should be posting them, I would say, within the next day. So be sure to watch for that. I popped on a couple minutes early. I just wanted to show you my monthly card club. This month, we are going to be making these 4 beautiful cards. Aren't they pretty? We're going to be making these. So with my monthly card club, it is $38. It is mailed to you. I am going to be offering this in person as well. You will get a full package of glossy dots. Let me just grab them. They're super, super pretty. Oh, God. You are going to get a full set of these. Really pretty glossy dots. They are just gorgeous. And you are also going to get a full spool of the white crinkled ribbon. So for $38, you're going to make a total of 8 cards. And you're going to get these 2 free. I am very generous with my giving in my kits. So you may end up with a little more surprises in your kit. Again, it's going to be online and in person. I also have a card class, Lovely in Linen. The deadline to sign up for that is the 19th. We're going to be making 8 of these cards. So you're going to make 2 of each. Aren't these pretty? Oh, that one's upside down. Aren't they pretty? So the deadline for that is the 19th. So you will get these really sparkly, shimmery embellishments. I forget what they're called. But they are really gorgeous. And then you're going to get a good chunk of this twine. So this is what it looks like. It comes on a big spool. It is our silver argent. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is really cool because you can pull this apart and just use parts of it. There's some like silver ribbon or something in there. It's really pretty. So you're going to get a good chunk of this. So watch for that. My card classes are, let's see here, they are $30 just for the kit, or you can get it free with a $35 purchase. So if you were to buy like the stamp set, the bundle, you're at your $35 pretty much. So, all right, with that said, let's get going. For some reason, I cannot see your comments, so let me try and pull it up on your phone. Let me know that you're here. I really want to know you're here. Let me know where you're from. It's kind of cool to find out where people are from. Oh, here we go. Let me turn that volume down. All right, so it looks like we have quite a few people on here today, so I'm really excited. All right, we're going to start with our first card. We are going to be using some gemstones, just our basic jewels. And these are so cool because you can take our blends and you can color them. So you can have gems of any color. I think that's so cool. We're going to be using that. We're going to be using this embossing folder. We are going to use the Charming Sentiments. And we're not using this, but you can also get this. So these dies are the exact size and shape that you need to die cut these out if you want. It is so cool. I've done this on a couple cards, and it looks absolutely amazing. We're not using this today, but we're going to be using this. I just wanted to show you. So it's pretty cool. All right, so let's get started. So we are going to be taking a piece of Starry Sky. We're simply just going to fold this in half, just like that. Again, please leave your name, say hello, let me know where you're from. All right, then we also cut out another piece of the same Starry Sky, and I use that folder. I don't know if you can see the texture on here. It is so cool. Flip it over. It is so pretty. All right, so we're going to attach this with dimensionals. And for those of you that know me, I love my dimensionals. I think the dimensionals just kind of give it an extra little pop. Oh, and you may hear in the background a big bang every now and then. The military is doing some training or maneuvers or something. So we've been hearing these sonic booms all morning, which when I first moved up here, I'm like, oh my goodness, my house like just exploded. So I had no idea what it was. But then when I found out, it's like, oh, well, that's pretty cool. So we sit out there and we watch the fighter jets, and it's pretty cool. All right, so this is where we're at now. Then we will do some stamping. So I punch this out with this punch. I think it's a lovely circle. I think that's what it's called. I'm not 100% sure. I know I'm so helpful. So I punched out a white label with that. And let's do some stamping. So we are going to use the Starry Sky. Such a pretty color. This is one of our new in colors. So we'll get this juiced up. We get our black mat. Now with the photopolymer sets, having this black mat is very helpful. What it does is it just helps you get a cleaner, crisper image, which is awesome. So make sure we got that. Let's stamp this down. Now it looks like it won't fit. Some of the image just barely touches the edges, which is kind of cool. Nice and big. All right, we're going to clean this. These little rubber chamois things are awesome for cleaning your stamps. So if you don't have them, get one. I'm telling you. All I do, it stays stained, not a big deal, but I take a little dish soap or just hand soap and squeeze it out until there's no color that comes out. I also use baby wipes, but this is just cleaner, it's cheaper, it's awesome. All right, so we did that. We have our image, and we'll put this back so I don't lose it. There's just a lot of wonderful sentiments on here. Faith over fear, good luck, just for you, beyond grateful. I've used that one a lot. Just a lot of nice things. There's a thank you. It's a very versatile set. I really enjoy this set. Okay, so we have that. And we are done with the stamping for this card. All right, so we'll put our mat away and we'll assemble the rest of our card. So I have cut pieces from a beautiful stamp set. Oh, you're probably going to hear my dog bark. The garbage man just pulled up. Oh, here's the fighter jets now too. Here's this beautiful paper. Now this is a celebration item, this wonderful world. Just want to show you. It is back in stock. I checked this morning. It is gorgeous. So you get all these really pretty summery fall type flowers, and of course it's double-sided. I just love these. Isn't that pretty? I love these dainty little flowers. So I had some scrap left over, and I made a card similar to this a couple weeks ago. But I really enjoy this because it helps me get rid of a lot of my scrap papers. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our stamp and seal. Just going to put some right in the center, and you'll see why. So we're going to take this ribbon. I love this ribbon. So this ribbon you could use for Halloween. I designed some Halloween cards. I started designing my Halloween class. So you could use this for Halloween. You could use it for Christmas. You could use this for anything. So what we're going to do is just pull some of this out. It's very delicate. I don't know if I would so much use this to tie a bow just because it's so wide, but I'm just going to use this for a little extra sparkle. So that will hold that down. Just going to take our scissors, and it can hang off the edge. It's not going to create any kind of extra bulk. So this is, what are they even calling this? They are calling this, it's in every language, metallic mesh ribbon. Very pretty. So now we will take some of our scrap papers that we had from that designer series paper, and we're going to just pick which sides we want showing. So this, I don't really want the dark side. I want the light, pretty flowers. I like the shimmer of this green, and I like the purple. I think we'll use this side. Okay, so what we're going to do is just attach these down. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, I guess we'll use the sparkly side. Unless I have another one. Do I have another one? No, not purple. I hate when I put the glue on the wrong side. Yeah, oh well. We will, is that the same? No. Alright, we'll just go with that. Alright, so I'll put one right about here. And then, so now I don't want two shimmeries. It's a technical term, you know, shimmeries. This one right here. And then, so I'll put the glue on this side. Just like that. So these, I believe, are like 3 by 1.5. It's our regular size cardstock. The center is just a 1/4 inch smaller on each side. Now we'll take some dimensionals and pop our sentiment up in the center. Just use up the rest of our dimensionals here. And we'll just put that towards the base. Whoop. Okay, I guess it wants to go there, doesn't it? All right, so there we go. And then we're going to take some of our rhinestones and we'll put them on. So I'll take a bigger one. We'll put a bigger one down here. Use some of the smaller ones up here. Here's a mid-size. And there we go. Here's our first card. So here's the sample that I made. So you can just really mix and match whatever designer paper that you have. Again, I'm using the designer series paper that is in the celebration, The Wonderful World. So this is our first card. All right, let's put this on the side and we'll go on to our second card. Now the second card is a very elegant, sweet card. I think you'll enjoy it. I hope you'll enjoy it. All right, so here's the stamp set, The Wonderful World. So when you place an order of $100 or more, you get the stamp set and you get this designer series paper for free. This is one of the $100 items. So I love this. And I am going to be doing a class with this come September. So be sure to watch for that, where you will get the stamp set and the paper for free. All right. Probably shouldn't have told you that, but surprise! All right, and then we are going to use our fabulous frames. These are really cool. This is the die that we're going to be using, the oval. These frames are really nice. And then we are going to be using Very Best Occasion. This is another stamp set that is sentiments. I think we have a lot of stamp sets that are images. Very few that are just all sentiments. This is the one that is all sentiments. Really some nice ones. So we have From Christmas, Endlessly Grateful. That's the one we're going to use today. We have a lot of nice ones in here. So, all right. So we are going to take a piece of basic white and we will fold this in half. Oh, and for those of you that don't know, Celebration has extended their free choices. There's like 10 different things. Check out my Facebook page. I do have a post with all the images to get the free items. They pulled some product from the big catalog. So there's some really nice die sets. There's paper. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. But the only thing is, when you key it in to get it for free, you need to use the item numbers on that post. If you use the regular item numbers, you're not going to get it for free. They're going to charge you. So you have to make sure you use the item numbers that are assigned to it for the celebration. So keep that in mind. All right. So now I took a piece of rich raspberry and I cut it just a little shorter than our cardstock. And then here's another piece of that beautiful designer series paper. And we're just going to adhere this to our rich raspberry. And as you can see, Stampin' Up! Is really good about coordinating their designer paper with their regular cardstock, to their ink pads, their markers. Everything is all matchy, which is really cool. All right, so we are going to just attach this right on here. All right, then, now I'm not going to put dimensionals on here as much as I want to because I'm going to put dimensionals on something else. So we'll attach this to our card base. And just like that. Isn't that very pretty? I love this paper. Okay, so now we have a piece of basic white, and what I did with the basic white is I punched out that oval label. So you have two pieces. So you have a white frame, and then you have the solid part. Now you can use this for anything that you want, but what I did was I cut out another one out of the rich raspberry. I'm not going to use the center because I'm going to use the white center to go around that. Isn't that nice? All right, so let's stamp. We want to stamp on our oval. I only cut one of these, so I'm hoping I don't make a mistake. But you never know. I should make like a blooper reel. My little mishaps. Some of them are really funny. So there was one Facebook Live I was doing. It was one of my first ones. And I was using the Winkostella. And my Winkostella, for some reason, it got clogged. So I'm doing my Facebook Live, and I'm squeezing to get it going. And the whole thing just went psh, all over my desk, all over my project. It was hilarious. But what do you do when that happens? You just keep going. because, you know, these things happen. The struggle is real, people. So this I'm going to save for something else, because paper crafters, we never throw paper away. All right, so I need a piece of scrap paper. I just want to see how dark this is going to be. Which one do I? Oh, I'm going to do a stamp off. Okay. Oh, we need our black mat. I juice this up. I'm going to stamp off. And now I'm going to stamp my image right in the center. So it gives it a very soft look. It's not the full strength. So what I did was I juiced up my stamp. I stamped on scrap paper just to take a little bit of that ink off, and then I stamped again. All right, let's clean this off. Oh, hi, Marilyn from Vermont. Nice to see you. I see we have quite a few people. There's Judy and Jeff and Laura. Thank you all for joining me. All right, so we have that. Now we're going to stamp our sentiment. So, as I said, we're going to use the Endlessly Grateful. So let's find where that one is. There, okay. And put this on a block. And we will use that piece of scrap. We'll put this on the side. Juice this puppy up. There we go. And we'll just put this right towards the bottom. There we go. Very nice. All right, let me get rid of my envelope. All right, let's assemble. Get the mat out of the way. Okay, so we will cut our label just to make this a little smaller. So I don't want it as big. Another blooper I had, I used this and I thought I was using the scoring tool. Nope. I totally used the blade. That was a oops. All right. So that's nice and straight. I could have cut it freehand, but sometimes my freehand is a little wobbly. All right, so I'm going to take my snips and just cut a little bit off on here. I'm going to go at the same angle-ish and cut there. So we have our label. Let's get our card. All right, now what we're going to do, make sure I have this the right way, is take just our Stampin' Seal. Oops. Just like that. And I'm going to place this right about here. Now, we're going to take that frame and I'm going to put dimensionals on it. Now, this is a rather thin frame, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mini dimensionals and I'm going to cut them in half. Now, when you're cutting your dimensionals, keep them on the paper, with the paper on the top and the paper on the bottom. If you don't, when you cut into them, your dimensionals and the glue are going to get all stuck on your scissors, and it's going to make just a big old mess. So I cut them in half, and they're a little harder to work with, but you know, that's all right. Make sure I have the right side. We're just going to put them all around. Okay, just a few more. Sticky little things. Yeah, so I should have September's classes, especially the in-person classes, posted on my Facebook. Hopefully today, if not today, tomorrow. Okay, and I don't need that one, so I'll just put that little one back. And I took the papers off right away. So I'm just going to grab it and gently place it around just like that. Isn't that cute? It gives it a little depth, a little dimension. All right, then we will take our label and we will use some dimensionals. Pop that on there. Yeah, I got to meet so many people at that sidewalk days. It was amazing. All right, now we'll put our sentiment right here. And I probably could have narrowed this a little bit, but that's all right. Now we're going to use this silver ribbon. This is our shimmer ribbon, and this is in gray granite. I'm just going to tie a bow. So I'll just put that together just like that, just like tying your shoes. Go around and pull it through. And then we just kind of play with it until we get it nice and tight. How we want it. There we go. Trim. Trim. Always cut your ribbon's edge on an angle. It just looks nicer. And then we will grab our mini glue dots. And it's a little thicker ribbon, so I'm going to use 2 glue dots. And put that just like that. Very simple, very sweet, kind of elegant looking. All right, so this is one we did. This is my sample. And then here are the 2 other cards that we made. See, and then you have a leftover frame. Isn't that cool? All right, so these are the 2 that we made. If you are interested in the tutorial for these, I will be emailing them out to those of you that are on my email list. I just had to grab a drink. So, if you are not on my email list, get on my email list. I do have the link in the description of this video. I will send you all the measurements, the dimensions, all the supplies that I used, and I'll show you step by step on how to create these 2 beautiful cards. So get on my email list. That email should be going out by the end of the week, so you have some time to get on there. Again, the link is up above. You just click it, you type in your basic information, and I did add to put your birthday on there. Come the beginning of the year, I'm going to be starting a birthday club. So for those of you that are my customers that purchase either product, kits, classes, workshops, whatever, I'm going to be mailing you out a beautiful birthday card along with a little present inside. So you'll want to get on my email list for that as well. All right. Well, that is all I have for you, lovelies. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you back here soon. God bless. Bye-bye.